What would you do if you disappeared for months and not a single person noticed you were gone? That's exactly what happened to me. And what I discovered when I came back, it changed everything. My name is Sarah, and for 28 years, I thought I had friends. Real friends, the kind who'd check on you, miss you, wonder where you'd gone. I was the one who always organized the gatherings, remembered birthdays, sent the "how are you doing" texts. I was the glue that held our group together, or so I believed. It all started when my grandmother passed away. She left me her house in a small mountain town 3 hours away. While dealing with the grief and the overwhelming task of sorting through decades of memories, I made a decision. I needed a break from everything, from everyone. I didn't make a big announcement, I simply left, packed my essentials, arranged for mail forwarding, and drove to my grandmother's house. I figured I'd stay a few weeks, maybe a month, clear my head, heal my heart, and come back refreshed. But here's the thing about leaving quietly. It reveals who actually cares about your presence. The first week passed, no calls, no texts asking where I was. The second week, nothing. By the third week, I started to wonder if my phone was broken. It wasn't. 1 month turned into two. 2 months became 3, and still complete silence from the people I thought were my closest friends. The group chat that used to ping constantly with plans and inside jokes, dead quiet without me there to keep it alive. I started going through old conversations on my phone, message after message of me reaching out first, me suggesting hangouts, me checking in when someone seemed down. The pattern was so clear, I couldn't believe I'd never seen it before. Emma, who I'd considered my best friend for over a decade, I scrolled through our texts, 90% initiated by me. The same with Jake, Marcus, and Lisa. I was always the one making the first move, and they were just responding, participating, but never truly engaging. The isolation was crushing at first, but slowly something else began to grow in its place, clarity, and with that clarity came a plan. My grandmother's house sat on 5 acres of beautiful property with a perfect view of the mountains. While cleaning out her attic, I discovered something incredible: vintage security cameras from the 1990s, the kind my grandfather had installed when he was paranoid about break-ins. They were outdated but functional. That's when inspiration struck. If no one cared enough to check on me, maybe I needed to give them a reason to care. Maybe I needed to show them exactly what they'd lost. I spent the next month transforming my grandmother's property into something extraordinary. I used my savings and my grandmother's inheritance to create what could only be described as a dream retreat. Hot tub overlooking the mountains, fire pit area with comfortable seating, a renovated guest house, gardens that looked like they belonged in magazines. But here's where it gets interesting. I installed modern security cameras throughout the property, not for protection, but for documentation, because I knew exactly what was going to happen next. I started posting on social media, not desperate posts about missing my friends, nothing that revealed where I'd been or why I'd disappeared. Instead, I shared glimpses of this amazing new life, photos of sunset views from the hot tub, videos of cozy nights by the fire pit, images of the beautiful guest house I'd created. I never tagged my location, never explained the transformation, just showed this incredible lifestyle I was now living. The responses started trickling in. Comments like, "Where is this?" and "This looks amazing." But still, not a single person had reached out to ask where I'd been all these months, not until they saw what they were missing. That's when I posted the video that changed everything. A tour of the entire property, showing the renovations, the views, the peaceful lifestyle I'd built. I ended it with one simple caption: "Sometimes the best things happen when you disappear for a while. Grateful for this new chapter." My phone exploded. Within hours of posting that video, I received 15 missed calls and over 30 text messages. Emma was the first. "Sarah, where have you been? I've been so worried." The lie was so blatant, it was almost funny. Worried for 4 months of complete silence? Jake texted, "Dude, we've all been wondering where you disappeared to. That place looks incredible." Marcus called 3 times before finally leaving a voicemail. "Hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, but I saw your post and wow, we need to catch up. I've missed hanging out." Lisa sent a long message about how she'd been meaning to reach out, but life got crazy, and could she please come visit this amazing place I'd found? Here's where those security cameras became pure gold. Every single one of them mentioned the property. Not my well-being, not concerned for where I'd been. They wanted access to what I'd built. But I wasn't done yet. I responded to each of them with the same message. "Thanks for reaching out. It's interesting that I haven't heard from any of you in 4 months until now, but you're welcome to visit anytime. I have cameras set up around the property for security, just so you know you'll be on film." Emma was the first to take the bait. She drove up that weekend with a bottle of wine and a sob story about how busy she'd been, how much she'd missed me, how we needed to plan regular trips to this amazing place I'd discovered. I watched through the cameras as she took selfies all over the property, posted them to social media with captions about reconnecting with nature and time with my bestie. She even went live on Instagram, giving a tour of my property like it was some vacation rental she'd found. One by one, they all came. Jake brought his new girlfriend, clearly trying to impress her with access to this exclusive retreat. Marcus showed up with camping gear, assuming he could just stay for free whenever he wanted. Lisa arrived with a group of people I'd never met, treating my home like a party venue. Every visit was documented by my security system. Every fake smile, every posed photo, every moment they treated my sanctuary like their personal playground, all captured in high definition. After 2 months of these visits, I compiled everything into a video. All the footage of them enjoying my property, interspersed with screenshots of our text histories showing months of silence. I included timestamps proving they only reached out after seeing what I had to offer. I posted it with the title, "When Friends Only Call After Seeing What You've Built, a Social Experiment." The video went viral. Over 2 million views in the first week. Comments poured in from people sharing similar experiences, thanking me for exposing this common but rarely discussed behavior. The validation was overwhelming, but the real impact was local. Emma, Jake, Marcus, and Lisa couldn't show their faces around town without people recognizing them as the fake friends from that viral video. Their social media posts about friendship and loyalty looked ridiculous in light of the evidence I'd presented. None of them have contacted me since. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is disappearing for a while. It reveals who genuinely cares about you versus who only cares about what you can provide. Real friends check on you when you're quiet, not just when you're winning. My grandmother's house taught me that solitude isn't loneliness, it's clarity. And sometimes the best revenge isn't destruction, it's simply showing people exactly who they really are. Those cameras didn't just protect my property, they protected my future from people who were never really my friends at all.